person who flees their home and their homeland, goes to another country, so it crosses borders, whether it be by water or land, to escape some sort of a danger to their life, which is usually in a broader sense than just to one family. Tamilnadu is experiencing a refugee issue, and ADRA has been involved for a few years now. The problem is due to a civil conflict that's happening in Sri Lanka, a country just some 16 kilometres by water away from Tamilnadu state at the southern tip of India. The conflict has been going on since about 1983. The situation with refugees is highly political. The fact that these particular refugees are coming to India creates an additional problem for them because India is not a signatory of the International Code of Refugees, which means that they don't have a policy that ensures human rights of any refugees that come from any country. This then leaves it up to each state government and the decision of individual leaders or whether they want to provide any protection to refugees that enter and what sort of services they want to provide. In this case, again, being a refugee has a number of things going against you. For one, people don't know how long they're going to be displaced for. The Sri Lankan refugees in particular, because the conflict's been going on for a while, once they cross, most of them come with a mind frame that they have no idea when they're coming back. Some of the challenges that an NGO like ADRA has in working with refugees is that they have to get a special permission and authority from the government to even enter these refugee camps. ADRA is actually one of the only refugees, there's I think 2 or 3 more that have some smaller camps they're working in, that even have a relationship with the government of trust and support enough that we are allowed to, within certain camps, do work and help the refugees out. Some of the longer term issues are that because these refugees don't have rights as other Indian citizens, there is limited scope within which we can work. So some of their immediate needs are what we really try and water and sanitation. Some other areas we're wanting to look at are livelihood issues. This gets a little bit more complicated because we are unsure as to how long these families will stay in India. So it is difficult to decide on exactly what interventions would best suit groups as a whole. But we're looking at pursuing some. We're actually trialling a goat bank at the moment to see how some of the women can support goats, because it's something that can be short-term as well as longer-term income, especially for women. The opportunity that comes with working with refugees is that it deals on some level directly with human dignity. A lot of these people have come, I guess, with a lot of shame, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of hurt that they won't speak to anyone about, including ourselves as an external body that comes in there. So it's quite an opportunity to get to know what is really going on in their minds and to support, I guess, and empower them as individuals, not just to look after their physical needs, which is our first point of entry, but to really be able to develop them as individuals and to hopefully to restore some of the peace that they would have had before all this happened. UNHCR is at the moment not allowed to enter any of the camps, so ADRA actually has a unique opportunity to partner with UNHCR by providing some of the information that they're not able to get themselves. As a result of that healthy relationship, they have supported us in a submission we have just made to USAID for some additional funding, so this is a great opportunity we're going to build on and possibly look at some other partnering with UNHCR in particular. Again, this is a somewhat political issue, so it is difficult to discuss it in an international forum, which is probably why the issue isn't so widely publicised. The reality is there are hundreds of thousands of people that have quite dire needs. Beyond the immediate issues such as shelter and water and sanitation, which we're trying to meet in a number of these camps, there are further psychosocial and counselling issues, there are HIV related issues, there's a big one of livelihood, looking for employment beyond just day labourers, which is at best what's happening now. So in order to keep working with these refugees and to expand our support for them, we need resources and support from the ADRA network and other donors to help us keep doing the work we're doing.